Hello and welcome, everybody. We are here, chapter 1120, short spoilers. It is me. It is the host, the theory goat, as some would like to say. Thank you to everybody being here. Shout out to Rohit, L, Rashad, King J, Hako, everyone in the chat, Brandon, Veiled, Karu, Eric, Jin Marks, and Smokey with the 200 bomb to start the day. Let them cook. Thank you guys for being here. I can't wait to get into these spoilers. I did read through them. I'm excited to see what you guys think. I'm excited to cook. Okay? I'm excited to cook in these short summaries. Okay? So thank you guys for being here. I hope everyone here is having a nice morning, day, or a night, wherever you guys may be. Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream for your boy. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you always get pinged when I go live, and drop some 07s in chat, guys. Drop some 07s. That's how we salute each other, okay? We are a gang. We are a mafia. We are an empire. We are an army. We are a military force. So drop the 07s. Salute to everyone here. Rashad, King J, my boy. Happy Sharma, Rocks, Rohit. I hope I'm not missing anyone. Thank you guys for being here. And as I said earlier, chat, we have Young Smokey, the one and only Young Smokey, the undisputed GOAT. Okay, do you understand me? The one and only undisputed GOAT. There's lots of GOATs in this community. We got L, we got King J, we got Art, we got Rashad, we got Eric. There's countless GOATs, okay? But if we had to bend the knee, okay? If we had to bend the knee to anyone, it has to be Young Smokey with the 200 chat. With the 200. He says, like the stream, we are off to Elbath. LOL. Look at Oda trying to make me like Lazaro. He's just stressed. He needs his weed stash. LOL. I hope y'all enjoy the stream. 07 go evil chat. Can we get some 07s? Can everyone spam salutes? I need everyone watching the stream. Even if you're lurking and you don't like to type, or you're at work, or you're too lazy, you better grab your phone. You better get on your keyboard and you better drop a 07. I need some salutes for the boy Young Smokey. I give you guys permission to spam. Salute the boy Young Smokey for coming through with the 200 bomb. Like, chat, we didn't even get started. We haven't even started. And this man is notorious for doing that. So, Young Smokey, of course, bro, as usual, per usual, you are a legend. I'm extremely grateful. You are extremely generous. I wish I could put into words how thankful I am for your contributions, how thankful I am for you existing, you being the homie, Young Smokey. I greatly appreciate it. And you know what? Chat, Kizaru might be redeeming himself. Look, Kizaru is a world government dog. He is a marine dog. But he might be trying to redeem himself. I mean, like, hey. By the way, if my camera lighting and all the color saturations are off, let me know. I was having some camera issues and I had to tweak some settings. But with that being said, we're here to talk about the spoilers. We're not here to talk about me on the camera. Okay. Thank you to everyone being here. As I said, drop a like on the stream if you can. Hit the noti bell. And before we get started with these spoilers, okay? Before we get started, you know I have to do my shameless promo, okay? Shameless promo. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna pull out my link tree. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I launched a new platform where I talk about Christianity because I'm Christian. I talk about rap music and pop music. I talk about conspiracy theories. I talk about aliens. I talk about the JQ/JP. I talk about all sorts of things that you guys might want to know. Okay, and I've only vaguely mentioned these things on stream. Okay, so if you guys can, I'm available on every platform. I suggest you guys follow me on Twitter because they don't censor me they don't really censor me there. If you guys want to learn more about me as a person, if you guys want to learn more about the world we live in, the United States, all the conspiracies, Project Mockingbird, all the alien stuff with the Brazil Varginha incident. I actually just uploaded an alien video today. If you guys want to get fed the red pill, not with the incel, Andrew Tate, fucking fresh and fit stuff, like red pill as in the truth to the world, okay? I suggest you guys follow me on your favorite platform, whether you guys want to do it on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Rumble. I'm on like every platform, and I have the same username on every single platform. The same exact username at Eddie X Mancada, okay? I would greatly appreciate if you guys supported me there. As I said, I uploaded this morning, and you know, we're on We're on the road to success, chat. We're on the road to enlightening the masses. Okay? So, yeah, I greatly appreciate you guys. How is everyone doing today? We got Art in the chat. We got Backseat Driver. Welcome in, brother. We got Ski Mask. What's good? You finished Prison Break? I actually stopped Prison Break at the end of season 2 just because I've seen a lot of hate and a lot of people not really like season 3. And usually I ignore like what people say, right? I ignore the masses. I want to have my own opinion, right? But it was overwhelmingly hated, and I just don't want to watch season 3 and have it tarnish Prison Break. Because everyone says Prison Break season 1 is the GOAT, and like I understand, but I liked season 2. Like season 2 to me, that shit was heat. I think it was season 2, episode 13. It's hard to describe what happened in that episode without spoiling, but to me, that was the best episode in the between season 1 and season 2, maybe even the whole series. You know, I really liked it. You had the two people running. I'll word it this way. Two people were looking at a key. They grabbed the key. They did whatever. They were running. Then they got cornered. Like one person in the front, one person in the back. Pause. And someone grabbed the gun and pow pow. And it was mind blowing. And then you had like this whole thing with a certain girl in the same episode. That episode was peak. Okay. But with that being said, thank you guys for being here. Jen Marks, welcome in, bro. Eric Hernandez, welcome back. 07, salute. We got Pakes, we got Rocks, Alex Mahone. Hey, man, you know, I was actually looking up like a poll, like out of curiosity, what everyone's favorite character or who everyone's favorite character is in Prison Break. Did you know, like on the Reddit, like with thousands of members, like the Prison Break subreddit, Alex Mahone got actually rated as like the best character. I couldn't believe it. I thought like it was gonna be Michael Schofield, right? The main character, he's the little genius. I thought Michael was gonna get ranked number 1. Alex Mahone got ranked number 1. And I'm guessing a lot of the people that voted on the poll, they watched seasons 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever. I only watched seasons 1 and 2. But I was mind blown because I was like, bro, like I'm gonna scroll up, I'm gonna see Michael Schofield. He's gonna be ranked number 1. But it actually wasn't even him, it was Alex Mahone. So anyways, enough with the Prison Break talk, guys. We are here to go into the spoilers. Who's hype, who's happy to be here? If you're having a nice day, morning, night, wherever you are, drop a 07, drop some salutes, chat. That has to be our motif, okay? That is our motif, that is our swag, that is our style, okay? We salute in the chat. You guys have been seeing me throw up these salutes for like over a year now. We've been throwing up the salutes. That's going to be our shit. If you guys ever want to type in chat and you don't know what to say, just drop a salute. If someone super chats or gifts memberships, drop a salute. If we're cooking, drop a salute. Okay? 07s. Visual, welcome in, bro. Lucas, welcome back, bro. L said one dude in the front, one dude in the back is a person. One dude in the front, one dude in the back, and a prison show is wild. Look, you took me out of context, okay? You took me out of context. You can't be doing that. And L, you're notorious for that. You're notorious for making the memes of me, the St. Charles agenda, and pulling me out of context. Visor, welcome back, bro. We appreciate your vibe. W Visor, Leonardo, welcome in, brother. Greg, the one and only Greg. We got Codeman DBZ, welcome back. Growth Stonks, welcome back. Have you seen season 2 live action press release? I have not. I think I saw you ping me earlier with something. I haven't been able to read it because I was setting up the stream. I was like tweaking a bunch of things on my stream before I went live, and I had to post. So I'm gonna have to get back to that in a little bit. Chat, my hair is looking insane right now. I'm gonna have to hit the barber. You see this, chat? All right, guys, are you ready to get into these spoilers? Are you guys ready to get into these spoilers? If you guys are ready to jump into the brief spoilers for 11/24, let me see some salutes in the chat. You guys know what to do. Break the chat. Drop a like on the stream. Also, chat, I want to see your guys' ratings. I have a poll pinned at the top of the stream, chat, for you guys to rate the chapter. And it looks like most people are rating the chapter a 10 out of 10. You guys are rating it a 10 out of 10. Now, I don't know. As I said, I briefly skimmed it. You know, I wasn't thinking too much. I wanted to save my thoughts for the stream, and I wanted to see what you guys have to say. And, you know, as I always say every week, I'm preaching to the choir, but the short summary spoilers never do the long summary spoilers justice. And it definitely does not do the chapter itself justice. So to anyone that thinks this chapter is going to be ass, that there's not enough details, that it's just boring, you have to understand week in and week out, every single chapter, the long summary gives us way more details, and the chapter is always better than the short summary spoilers, okay? So, Johan, welcome in, bro. Greg said, unfortunately, evil takes a small L. How did I take an L? How did I take an L? How did I take an L? We know I'm never wrong. Hako, welcome back, bro. Art, what's good? I shouted you out earlier, man. All right, guys, let's get into these short summary spoilers. Brief spoilers for chapter 1124. This chapter is called Best Friend. Okay? This chapter is called Best Friend. Okay, so it's probably going to be the Kizaru and Vegapunk shit. You know, poor Kizaru, chat. Poor Kizaru. This man was forced to kill Vegapunk. And I guess you guys there could be an argument to be made that he didn't have to kill Vegapunk. He could have pulled a Aokiji, he could have pulled a Kuzan and turned his back. Or look at Fujitora during Dressrosa, right? We know that Dressrosa, you know, it presented this idea that Fujitora isn't really going to side with Akainu on every situation, on every conflict. So you could make an argument that Kizaru could have just said fuck it, but at the same time, we had the Gorosei on Egghead, we had Saturn on Egghead, and Oda probably doesn't want to overproduce these Marines that turn their back. You know, I've been saying this and I've been voicing this for a long time. We have Fujitora already showing signs that he's not really fucking with the world government. We also had Garp throughout the story talk shit about the world government. Not only that, but Aokiji left the Marines, turning his back on the world government. So when I see theories and I see takes about Kizaru betraying the Marines or Akainu betraying the Marines, it might be a little bit overboard. You understand, chat? It might go a little bit overboard, because what's gonna happen? Every fucking Marine turns their back. Who's the final battle then? Because there's only 5 members in the Gorosei. There's like 10, 11, 12 members of the Holy Knights, and we have to have these large factions going against the Alliance. You know, the Straw Hat Pirates, maybe even Cross Guild if they cross paths. No pun intended. The Revolutionary Army. You know, so I always voiced that there can't be too many characters within the Marines or within the world government that turn their back. There has to be levels to it. You know, so with Kizaru, me personally, I wouldn't put too much stocks into Kizaru betraying the world government. And like, I can see the argument. I get it. But I wouldn't put too much stocks in it. And, you know, as far as Akainu goes, I can see the argument there as well. Because Akainu, you know, he had the conversation with the Gorosei. He had the conversation with the world government. And he has his differences. He even also has that one line that's kind of implying that there's someone above the Gorosei. You know, in reference to Imu, there's that one piece of dialogue. But with that being said, like, we need these characters that are going to be die-hard Marines. You know? So with Garp, if we want to talk about Garp betraying the Gorosei or the world government, maybe we can go there. But Kizaru, I'm not sure. Green Bull, I'm not sure. Young Smokey said, I feel like Kizaru will stay where he is. Yeah, I would probably side with that. If there was a gun to my head, I would probably say that Kizaru remains with the Marines. And Johan said, Akainu, this dog. Yeah, isn't he called the Red Dog? Aka, Red, Inu, dog, Red Dog. He's a dog of the Marines. It kind of goes into how Garp, his motif, like his style, you know, like his ship. What do you call the front of a ship, guys? Is it the hull? He's known as the dog, right? So he's a dog of the Marines. But I think when it comes to being a dog for the Marines, Akainu is just as much of a dog. Codeman DBZ said the Admiral haters not going to like that Kizaru was conflicted. Man, the Admiral haters, the Admiral agenda, Yonko agenda, all that shit, they're always going to have their agendas. But you know what? In this community, in this stream, in this alliance, in this militia salute, we put the theories first. We put the facts first. We put the narrative first. We try our best not to have agendas. Unless the agenda has some sort of arguments, some sort of real facts. And even then, we try to limit the agendas. Like, you guys know me. I have my agenda against Lucci, right? Lucci. The only reason people like Lucci is because he was a main character. He was a pivotal antagonist in Enies Lobby, and people love Enies Lobby. But if you analyze Lucci, right, look at him as a character. He was basically promoted for like the dumbest reasons, right? That's one. Two, there's little to no depth from back in the day till now. Little to no depth. He doesn't have a real goal. He started off by shit talking Spandam in the Gorsey in the world government to then calling them gods. This complete change of character without any kind of motive. We see how he doesn't have that much depth. Like, he was this young kid that was killing people. Okay, so what? Like, people will slander for Zoro for XY reasons, then turn around and say they like Lucci for XY reasons. And it's worse for Lucci because Lucci is a watered down Zoro. At least Zoro has a drive. He wants to become the world's greatest swordsman. But Lucci's like, kill, kill, kill. Go, I want you guys, if you don't agree and you think I'm talking on my ass, go reread Enies Lobby. I challenge you. Go reread Enies Lobby and show me or prove to me that Kizaru doesn't have the lamest depth. Or not Kizaru, sorry. Lucci doesn't have the lamest depth throughout the story. It's so lame. So, you know, with that being said, I keep saying Kizaru. I got my Lucci agenda. I got reasons for my Lucci agenda. You know who's a good villain? You know who's a good antagonist, chat? Doflamingo. You understand me? Not fucking Lucci just because he was so strong in Enies Lobby, bro. I don't give a fuck if he was strong. You know who's a good villain? The Heavenly Demon. The Young Master. Former Warlord. Locked up in level 6, impelled down. That's who the best villain is. Put some respect on his name. And just like Growth Stonk said, we need Doflamingo out of that prison. Chat, I want a resounding yes or a resounding no. Do you guys believe for one reason or another that Doflamingo will break out of Impel Down? Yes or no? Do you believe for one reason or another that Doflamingo will break out? Yes or no? Give me your answers in chat. Lone Sigma asks, do you like Green Bull? He's okay. I mean, you know, I'm a slander Green Bull. I'm gonna have my agendas against Green Bull because he is, you know, he's a D1 Gok Celestial Dragon server. You know, I don't fuck with Celestial Dragons. People that control the banks, I tend to not fuck with them. People that twist the narrative, I tend not to fuck with them. People that hide history, I tend not to fuck with them. The Synagogue of Satan, I don't fuck with them. Okay? The people that killed the Messiah, I don't fuck with them. So with that being said, Green Bull does all of the above. I can't rock with Green Bull. I can't. His double fruit, I guess it's cool. Grass powers, tree powers, whatever. The anime made Green Bull look a lot cooler than the manga. I'll give you guys that. If you want to talk about looking cool and stuff like that, fine. Green Bull in the anime, he did look kind of cool, I suppose. But besides looking cool, do I like him as a character? He doesn't truly have a dream as far as I understand. He doesn't have a dream. And for me, I need characters that have a motive. I need characters that have a destination that they're trying to get to. What are they trying to accomplish? And someone like Green Bull just doesn't have it, right? And you guys could argue, oh, well, not every character needs a dream. Whatever. It's still my opinion. I like characters that have some sort of drive, some sort of end goal. Green Bull doesn't have that. And there's not that much depth. We don't know his background yet. We don't know how he got into the Marines truly. I guess they said that he was drafted, right? They drafted him in the middle of the time skip. But like, okay, well, what else? Where is he from? What's his history? What island was he born on? What happened with his family? There's no real depth. So with Green Bull, me, I like Aokiji. I think Aokiji is a great... I guess if you want to be technical, he's not a Marine, but I like Aokiji. I'll take the easy way out and say I like Garp. He's a good one. I really like Kobe. Okay, Kobe, legendary king right there. Akainu's badass, you know. I think Akainu, like sure, Akainu doesn't have that depth that I'm looking for. He doesn't have that destination. He doesn't have that goal. But at least we saw him climb the ranks. At least we saw him fight for his fleet admiral position. Fujitora, a great character to me. Fujitora is one of my favorite characters, not only through the Marines and the world government and their factions, but just as a character. Let me know what you guys think. W Fujitora or L Fujitora? I think he's a great character. He seems to have some type of good motive. He had that beautiful scene at the end of Dressrosa where he was crying, wondering what Luffy looks like. We saw him go head to head, butt heads with a Kainu. You know, his devil fruit is really fucking sick. Fujitora is a great character. I really like him for all sorts of reasons. To me, he's much more interesting. He has way more depth. He's way more intriguing. He's way cooler than someone like Green Bull. Dofi will return eventually. Welcome back, Oakley. Hey, you know what? Characters like Katakuri are a disappointment. Let's take a second to admit this, chat. Can we admit for 1 second that characters like Katakuri are a disappointment? Where is your sister, Pudding? Where is your mom, Big Mom? We know you have a Vivre card. Katakuri, we know you have a Vivre card. You can't talk your way out of that. All you Katakuri stands, you cannot talk your way out of that. He has a Vivre card of Big Mom. That is inarguable. Why are you not rescuing her? Why are you not grabbing your sister? He's just sitting at the island. And you could make the argument, oh, well, someone has to defend the island. Okay, well, someone has to go get Big Mom. Someone has to go get Pudding. You know? And maybe there's plot reasons. Maybe Oda's like, okay, you know, we're going to want to put Big Mom in Elbaf, but we don't want the Big Mom pirates to be on Elbaf. Or Oda could say like, you know, oh, well, if we had Katakuri go for Pudding, then that means he fights Blackbeard, and I can't have Blackbeard fight Katakuri. You could probably make some arguments like that, but with that being said, I don't know. It just doesn't look good. Katakuri is a kind version of Doflamingo. Yeah. Doflamingo is just, I mean, they literally called him the Heavenly Demon. Heavenly, because he's from the Holy Land. Yo, why is it when people are from the Holy Land, they turn out to be so evil, bro? Like, bro, if you rule the Holy Land, like, you got some dark truth behind you, bro. You got some Synagogue of Satan type shit. Bro, chat, am I lying? Am I lying? The last time we saw a good Holy Land was with King Baldwin IV, the Leper King. Jinmark said, I am not satisfied about Kizaru's arc. He seemed weak and egghead, and he did nothing except cry. Yeah, I mean, chat, what do you guys think? W Kizaru this arc or L Kizaru this arc? What do you think? I don't know. He hasn't been that interesting. I do like the panel of Luffy and Sanji facing off against Kizaru, but like, I mean, it's a panel. You know, it's nothing much beyond that. I guess it has the implications that Luffy's ready to take on the admirals and stuff like that, but I don't know. Kizaru hasn't really been showcasing that much for me in this arc. All right, guys, let's continue with the first point in these spoilers, okay? Morgan's attempts to share the news about Kid losing to Shanks, Law losing to Blackbeard and Luffy. But Vivi gets into a fight with him to stop it. Okay, so this is not good, chat. This is not good. I'm going to express this to the highest scale. This is not good. What were we just talking about last week, guys? What were we just talking about last week? Does anyone remember? I will give a big shout out to anyone who could connect this to what I was complaining about last week. Someone tell me why I am not a fan of this. Someone explain to me. Again, this point says Morgan's attempts to share the news about Kid losing to Shanks, Law losing to Blackbeard and Luffy, but Vivi gets into a fight with him to stop it. Someone explain to me why I don't like this point. I'll give a huge shout out. I'll give you mwah, mwah, all the loves and kisses. Shout out to Young Smokey. He got the answer. Last week, chapter 1123, Sanji not going with Vegapunk's idea. Remember when Vegapunk was given his message? What did we see last chapter? Oh, Vegapunk, I'm Sanji. You know, you were saying a lot of crazy stuff, bro. I can't really be down for that. Yo, freedom of speech, chat. If you live in America, United States, or my bad, the United Slaves of Israel, you would know that the First Amendment is freedom of speech. You cannot argue, you cannot fucking argue against elites. You cannot argue against tyranny. You cannot argue against evil. You cannot argue against the synagogue of Satan without freedom of speech. And we have characters like Sanji trying to tell Vegapunk, oh, why are you trying to say all that, bro? It's all crazy. I'm not really down for that. Like, it's just lame, bro. Let that man cook, bro.
Let him cook. Let him cook now.
Let Vegapunk cook. This man was enlightening the world, chat. You have to understand. Us readers, we could look through the Vegapunk message. We could say like, oh, well, we knew all that, bro. We knew all that, even though there was never confirmed that the whole globe was sunk in the first place. But besides that, that's neither here nor there. Trying to shut people down. And what do we have? What do we have this chapter, guys? Vivi doing the same thing. Vivi getting in a fight with Morgans to shut him down. And it's so sad because when we had chapter 1122, I don't remember who it was in my chat. Shout out to you if it was you. But you guys would remember when 1122 dropped, somebody was saying like, oh, do you think that Morgans is going to give the news to the world about Vegapunk's message, or like Luffy and the Gorsey and stuff like that? I forgot who it was that said that. But the way they asked it and like what they said specifically, it was great. It was genius. I loved it. I loved that take. But whoever that is, you're probably sad. You're probably sad and you're disappointed because Vivi just shut it down. The Goyim, no, shut it down. It's exactly what happened. And see, me, I'm a diehard chat. 07's chat, salute. I'm a diehard freedom of speech guy. Say as you please. We should not censor people. And we have characters like Sanji trying to censor people. We have characters like the Gorsey trying to censor people. We had the fucking poneglyphs made in the first place. Right? Vivi, you're better than this. You're better than this, Vivi. Bro, most One Piece fans love Vivi, okay? Princess of Alabasta, the ex-permanent friendship, but I'm gonna call things how I see it. If I don't like something, I'm gonna say it. I don't necessarily hate Vivi now. I don't necessarily think she's a garbage character, but just this point about her trying to stop the message, I'm not a fan of it. And chat, let me know what you guys think. If you think I'm overreacting, if you guys think I'm talking on my ass, let me know. Call me out. But I'm just saying, I'm saying it how it is. I'm just saying how I feel, bro. We need to allow people to speak. Speak your mind. This whole thing of censoring people is the worst shit in the world. And to anyone who's ever read 1984, George Orwell, you would know. We had the party. What did they say? What did they say in 1984, chat? And by the way, I was thinking about this. Oda and One Piece probably takes a lot of inspiration from 1984. But what do they say in 1984? The party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command. This whole censorship shit with thought police and the thought crime, gotta have newspeak. Worst thing in the world. Leonardo said, as a kid fan, I love Vivi way more now. You love Vivi after this one, bro? Maybe Vivi has a valid reason. Hey, you're right, Rox. Shout out to Rox Younes. You're right. Maybe I guess you're right. Maybe Vivi has a solid reason. She has a good reason. But the thing is I'm judging the short summary, okay? When we get the long summary and it gives more context, and if I like it, I'll change my mind. I'm judging the short summary, okay? So, as is with this, okay, I'm not a fan of it. If we get more context and she has a good reason why and stuff like that, I'm more than willing to support that. I'm just judging what we have right here, and I'm not really a fan of it. But you have a good point. Codeman says, weird choice for Vivi. Freedom of speech is a God-given right. Exactly. It's a God-given right, brother. Alelson, I'm gonna call you Santos. Santos said for Vivi, or no, for me, Vivi was trying to stop Morgans from publishing bad things about Luffy. Okay, Santos, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'll give you that, Santos. Yami said Jacob Harrison news about those guys losing their RP puts a bullet on the straw hat. It has nothing to do with VP. News about those guys losing their RP. Do you mean reputation? Losing their RP puts on... Well, what do you mean by that? Jinmark said Zoro did not let the Straw Hat save Vivi, so fuck it. You got what you wanted. Yo, Jinmarks, that's some nasty work, bro. That is some nasty work. All right, guys, let's continue with these spoilers. There's not that much here. Oh, I totally missed the fucking cover story. Okay, so let's go back to the cover story. The cover story continues with Yamato's journey where she saves a woman's life. Chat, you already know where I'm going with this. Can anyone tell me what is our belief about this cover story? Who can be the first person to tell me my central belief when it comes to the Yamato cover story? Who could tell me first? You'll get all the hugs, kisses, and support and shout outs. Who can tell me our core central belief when it comes to the Yamato cover story? Who could tell me? Yamato is goated? BB is coming. Another shout out. Another shout out to Young Smokey. You guys know this, man. You guys should know. My loyal supporters. My loyal subscribers. We know, right? We know. I'm going to say it bold. I'm going to say it loud and bold. We know that Blackbeard is going to show up to Wano. We have Caribou in the ear of the Blackbeard pirates, who knows the destination, who knows the location to Pluton. Blackbeard is a character who wants to take control of the One Piece. He's a character that wants to create his great age. He is a character that would want to have the ancient weapon Pluton under his belt. And it seems like Oda's going for this direction where Poseidon is in the hand of the Straw Hats, Pluton is in the hand of the Blackbeard pirates, and Uranus is in the hand of the world government, where it's like three large factions have their hands on ancient weapons. Not only that, but when it comes to Winter Island, Egghead, Hachinosu, the closest island in terms of ancient weapons to the Blackbeard pirates is going to be Wano, okay? So I think, and you could look at this through the past several cover stories. Go check it, chat. The past several cover stories, we have a character going on their journey, talking to certain people at this one island, and in the middle of the cover story, another group invades. Another group steps in. The cover story steers into another direction. Do you guys remember the cover story with Pound or Gang Beige? Gang Beige, however you want to say it. Beige, Beige. Remember that? Do you guys remember when we saw the Blackbeard pirates invade Whole Cake Island? We literally had that the last cover story. The Blackbeard pirates invaded Whole Cake Island in the middle of the cover story. So I think the reason why Oda's going for the Yamato journey in Wano, it's brilliant. Don't get me wrong, it's brilliant. Because Yamato has been encaged. She's been trapped in the cells of Wano her whole life, and now she has to venture out and explore the kingdom. She has to explore the country that she lives in. She needs to explore Wano. But beyond that, I think it's setting up for a character to invade, just like the last cover story. So in this case, it's going to be like the previous cover story where we see the Blackbeard pirates invade onto Wano and grab Pluton. Macau Jordan, welcome in, bro. He said Yamato is following in all of Odin's footsteps. She saved a woman like Odin saved Toki. Hey, that's a good take. Shout out to Jordan. Johan said Joy Boy represents dreams because he has the hook like Captain Hook from Peter Pan. Nika represents reality with the weapons one represents Link, Arthur, the other Peter Pan. Hey, chat, what do you think about that? Peter Pan piece? Chat, are you guys down with Peter Pan piece? Hey, you know what, Johan? A lot of people would argue that Captain Hook inspires Crocodile. Think about that. Aokiji related to Poseidon. Akainu with Pluton. Kizaru with Uranus. Brox Eunice said, I believe Blackbeard gets 3 devil fruits and the 3 ancient weapons, making him the ultimate villain like Rox, Luffy, and Navy, like Kobe, recreate God Valley. You know, that would, I'll give it to you. Sorry, I got the hiccups. I'll give it to you. That kind of thing would be interesting. It would be fascinating. It would be exciting. But my thing is, I don't think Oda's going to give Blackbeard that much power because he already has tremendous power as it is. And Blackbeard, from my point of view, has been established and has been published as the main threat to the One Piece. When we're talking about threat to the One Piece world, to me, it's definitely Emu, okay?
Let him cook.
It has to be
Let
Emu.
him cook now.
Because Emu is the character that made the One Piece treasure get set on an island in the first place. Emu is the reason there's poneglyphs made in the first place. Emu's the reason there's a Marijwa in the first place. Emu is the reason there's a world government in the first place. Emu is the reason the world has been exiled, like the D-Clan and the Buccaneers, in the first place. Emu is the reason that the ancient kingdom fell in the first place. This entire story stands on the legs and feet of Joy Boy, Nika, and Emu. Okay, so I think the grand battle of One Piece has to be Emu instead of Blackbeard. And that's not to say that the grand battle being Blackbeard makes no sense. I would just argue that there's more information, there's more reasoning to tie up the story with the defeat of Emu rather than the defeat of Blackbeard. Because Blackbeard has always been set up and portrayed as the character who's going for the One Piece, the character who's trying to claim the greatest treasure, trying to become the Pirate King. That's what Blackbeard has always been portrayed as. But with that being said, chat, I want you guys to let me know, drop into the chat, who do you think the final grand battle of One Piece will be against? Will it be against Blackbeard or will it be against Emu? Drop your answers in chat, guys. I'm curious to see what most of you guys believe. Again, I'm going to side with Emu. I think Blackbeard will be the second to last battle. I believe the Straw Hat Pirates are going to face off with the Blackbeard Pirates to get the One Piece. Then they get the One Piece, they're on Laugh Tale, they have the whole information dump, the whole info dump arc on Laugh Tale, and that's going to fuel up and that's going to propagate the final war even more, which is going to launch the Straw Hats in the alliance in the world against Marijwa, against the Marines, against the Celestials, against Emu for the final battle. Greg said the history has been written by Emu the victor. You know what's crazy about that, Greg? I just tweeted that yesterday. We have One Piece, right? And One Piece fans will always tell you, oh, bro, in Marineford, one of the best speeches, one of the best moments in all of One Piece is when Doflamingo said that the victor creates justice and the victor creates history, right? One Piece fans will talk about that all day, Greg. You hear me? They will talk about that all day long. That in One Piece, it teaches you and it preaches about how the victor creates justice and the victor writes the history books. Then they turn to real life and it's out the window. Okay? Greg, I'm sure you're aware of certain large topics I'm pointing towards, but come on. How could you read One Piece and say that's so true? The history always the victor always decides the history. The victor is always the good guy. Go read any history book. Isn't it crazy how the one who seemed to have won the battle was always the good guy? That's a crazy coincidence. How is it that the good guy has won every great battle, every world war? How did the good guys win every single time? Chat, doesn't that make you wonder? How is that possible? How is it possible? Every single fucking war, every single battle, every single conflict, they're all won by the good guys? And they all are telling the true history? Bro, Oda, I'm telling you, when you read One Piece, Oda is trying to open your eyes, chat. He's trying to open your eyes. He's trying to break you out of the Matrix. Leonardo said Emu, Blackbeard will be defeated in Laugh Tale. Akainu versus Luffy will be after Blackbeard and before Emu. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think Akainu is Kobe's fight. I think Akainu is Kobe's fight. And chat, let me know who defeats Akainu at the end of the story. Is it Luffy? Is it Dragon? Is it Sabo? Wait, did I say Kobe? Oh my, did I say Kobe? I meant Sabo. Did I say Kobe? I meant Sabo. If I said Kobe, I meant Sabo. My bad. Sabo is going to be the one to defeat Akainu. My bad. I didn't mean to say Kobe. I meant to say Sabo. Let me know what you guys think. I see you guys calling me out in chat. Thank you for correcting me, guys. I meant to say Sabo. Who do you guys think is going to defeat Akainu? Is it going to be Kobe? Is it going to be Luffy? Is it going to be Sabo? Is it going to be Dragon? Is it going to be someone else? Because I think Sabo is the easy answer. Sabo is the brother of Ace. He has the flame fruit. He inherited Ace's devil fruit. It makes, in my head, it makes all the sense in the world that Sabo defeats Akainu. And we got L with the 9-month membership. Chat, let's get some 07s. Can we salute our boy L for the constant support? Chat, I need everyone to drop a 07. Salute our boy L. Thank you, L. He said somehow the US is always the good guys. Yeah, it's funny how that works. It's funny how that works. The US is always the good guys. Yo, never mind USS Liberty. Never mind the Levon affair. Never mind those 2 numbers we're not allowed to talk about. Hey, I'm sure some people in chat know exactly what I'm trying to say, exactly what I'm trying to talk about. Nah, my theory, the US and Japan are the bad guys. Greg, I know, bro. I trust you. Okinawa peace, bro. L, once again, bro, thank you, man. I can't thank you enough for your long-running, consistent support. You are a real one. Thank you, bro. And Jody South said, facts, keep spitting, free Palestine. Yo, can we get a free Palestine in chat, bro? Can we get a free Palestine? Can we get a free Palestine? Can we get a free Palestine in the chat? Can we get a free Palestine in the chat? Because last time I checked, this conflict against Palestine did not fucking start in 2023. To anyone that thinks like, oh, well, the Palestine conflict, it just barely started. Bro, the Nakba. Go do some fucking history. The Nakba. The Balfour Declaration. Go explain to me how the Balfour Declaration came to fruition. Go explain to me. What was the great family that paid for Israel? Go tell me. You're gonna see it on Wikipedia, and you're gonna say that it's just a conspiracy theory. Come on, go look into the Balfour Declaration. Go look into the creation of Israel. Go look at what those Israeli settlers did. This shit started almost 100 years ago. So to anyone uninformed, I'm not even trying to make fun of you. I support you and I influence you and I ask you to just go do your history. This stuff is not new. This did not start in 2023. So free Palestine, free all those children that are suffering at the hands of demons, at the hands of the synagogue of Satan. You understand me? They don't deserve it. And I don't want anyone to perish. Look, bro, if it was Israelis getting eradicated on a grand scale like this, Israeli children every day, I would be against it. But you know what? This scale, this full-on conflict, you have to be out of your mind to not admit that it's hugely poor. It's pointed in one direction, because we had Israel that lost 1,000, okay? And my hearts go out to them. I don't believe in the massacre. I don't believe in the murder of any civilians. I don't care if you're from Israel, Palestine, China, Japan. No civilians should be passing away. I don't even like war, okay? But let's keep that in mind. It was 1,000 on Israel's side, but it was 40,000 up until today on Gaza's side. 1,000 Israelis, 40,000 Palestinians. Do you understand the big difference between that? Israel has way more prisoners than Gaza does. They do far more torturing than Gaza does. Bro, Palestinians don't even do the torturing. But look, this isn't a debate. This is not a Palestine-Gaza debate. I'm just giving you guys the facts. And I don't even want to go more deep into it, but hey, free Palestine. Jacob said, it's a good thing you're not too influential because you'd definitely become JFK. Hey, I actually just finished editing a JFK video like 2 or 3 days ago. It should be up in like 2 weeks. It's an angle that not many people talk about when it comes to JFK. Was it Sam Kennison who is going on about peeps living in deserts? Good stuff if I remember correctly. Need to find it again. I'm not sure, bro. Have you researched the censorship of the Bible throughout centuries, like the Book of Enoch? I have looked a little bit into the Book of Enoch. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it, you know? I don't know what to make of it. but I do believe in my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, chat. You understand me? Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, the King of all kings, the only person I'll call king. Greg said JFK burnt so many bridges with the mafia over Vietnam. All right.
Let him cook.
Yo, chat, I want to let you guys cook. I want to let you guys cook. But let's get back on topic, okay? Let's get back on topic when it comes to One Piece, okay? Let's push aside the Rothschilds. Let's push aside the Book of Enoch. Let's push aside the Holy Land. Let's push all that to the side, okay? Let's refocus. Let's get back on track to focus on One Piece. Johan said Captain Hook is inspired by Blackbeard in the original work, so Crocodile and Blackbeard is related to Joy Boy. Yeah, I mean, Blackbeard is a member of the D Clan. Like, that's the first thing that comes to mind, right? Young Smokey said Luffy is a pirate who's going to claim the things. Yo, Luffy is a pirate who's going to claim the thing. This feels like you're trying to explain One Piece to someone and you're on like episode 3. And the Gospel of Mary Magdalene and how the early church had a rivalry between Marian and Praetorian followers. When do you think Dragon will fight the Holy Knights? Hey, chat, let me know when you guys think Dragon will fight the Holy Knights. When do you guys think Dragon will fight the Holy Knights? I'm going to say Elbaf. And the reason for that is because I've been saying this for a long time. Oda has to hype up the future. Oda has to hype up Endgame. Oda has to hype up the final war. So we saw the Gorosei, we saw the 5 elders on Elbaf, or on Egghead. I don't know why I always mix up the two. We saw the Gorosei on Egghead to hype us up for the final war of One Piece, okay? That wasn't supposed to be the defeat of the Gorosei. And you could try to say, oh, well, Luffy and E-Myth made them teleport, and like that's defeating them. You could make an argument, but to me, that's not the true defeat of the Gorosei. We all knew it, okay? We all knew it. The Gorosei were not going to be defeated outright this arc, okay? Oda put them in this arc because there's a long-standing, a long-running connection between Vegapunk, the Gorosei, Kizaru, the Gorosei, Kuma, the Gorosei, but to also, again, hype up the final war. Okay, so I'm going to make the same argument for the Holy Knights. I believe that the Holy Knights are going to show up on Elbaf, have a great battle, probably the Battle of Ragnarok on Elbaf, the Holy Knights, to hype us up for the final war.
Let him cook now.
Kai, welcome in, brother. Jody South, I don't know if I welcomed you in, but welcome in. Sway, welcome in, bro. Monkey D. Kurosaki Ichigo, welcome in. Oakley, I don't think I welcomed you in, bro, but welcome in. Dawn of Ascension, Twitch Clips, welcome in. Marked by Flame Silhouette. Yeah, chat. Hold on. We'll get to that. Twitch Clips. Ask me that when we get to that point in the spoilers, because we haven't gotten to that point yet. And anyone else watching the stream, anyone else lurking, please say hello. Someone drop a yo. Let yourself be known so I can welcome you guys in, chat. I see you guys talking about the D Clan. I think the D Clan stands for Davy.
Let him cook. Let him cook now.
Let me cook, chat. You want me to cook? You want me to cook? Chat, you want me to cook on why the D Clan is Davy? Let me know. You want me to cook?
Let him cook.
You want me to cook?
Now.
D-Clan is Davy. Do you want me to cook? I can chef it up. Full course meal in this bitch. Do you want me to cook? Because I'll cook. I'll start a fire in this bitch, chat. Look, let me put it this way. This is why the D-Clan stands for Davy, okay? So in One Piece, you have characters like Zoro, right? One of the main characters of One Piece, okay? We can all agree that Zoro is a main character, correct? We can all agree Zoro is a main character. Zoro has a form called Ashura. Okay, Ashura is from Hinduism, and he's known as a demon. They're like Ashura, they're demons. Okay, but the other side of Ashura in Hinduism are Devis and Devas. Deva is the masculine form of God. Devi is the feminine form of a god. Okay, so there's Ashuras, then there's Devis/Devas. We don't see a Devi or Deva in One Piece. Okay, so that's one thing. Adding on to the Hinduism, there's countless references to Hinduism all throughout One Piece. I'll give you the first ones. Luffy's clearly based off Hanumanji. Just like Hanumanji, Luffy ate the sun thinking it was a fruit. Okay, just like Hanumanji. Luffy has an attack called Bajrang Gun. That's how he defeated Kaido. Bajrang is another name for Hanumanji, Hinduism. With that being said, there's countless influences throughout One Piece from Hinduism, or in One Piece from Hinduism. So my argument is, why is there no God influence? Why is there no Devi Deva influence? We have the celestial dragons. They call themselves gods of the One Piece world. God's chosen people, am I right? Where is the Devi influence? You know where there's a Devi influence in One Piece, chat? Davy Jones. We've known this for several hundred chapters. So if Sun God Nika is a god, and Joy Boy most likely had the Sun God Nika fruit, God, because when he went to Elbaf, they compared Joy Boy. Listen to me clearly. When Joy Boy went to Elbaf, they compared Joy Boy to Nika, okay? That must mean that Joy Boy had the Sun God Nika fruit. With that being said, I would argue that Sun God Nika or Joy Boy was named Davy Jones. So this would play into the idea that D stands for Davy, for the gods of the One Piece world, or the gods of Hinduism, and Ashura is a foreshadowing from that. Zoro uses the Ashura form to parallel that, and again, Davy Jones is a character. So how do we not know that Princess or Queen Lily saw Davy Jones, Joy Boy, the leader of the ancient kingdom, and said, you know what? All of the followers to the ancient kingdom, all of his followers, we're going to call them the D clan, the Davy Jones clan.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Come
now.
on. We had Davy Jones presented in the story hundreds of chapters ago. Davy Jones was the character who created the Davy back fight. Haven't you guys seen theories that Rocksteady Zebek is inspired by Joy Boy? Rocksteady Zebek is a failed Joy Boy? To me, this makes a lot of sense. So I would argue, because of Hinduism influence, because of real life influence, Davy Jones is the creation of the D clan, Davy Jones. Okay? You guys can let me know. Tell me gas if you think it's good. Tell me trash if you think it's bad. I'm going to put my money there. D stands for Davy. Davy as in gods in Hinduism. Davy as in Davy Jones. And Joy Boy was the first ever pirate. Let me add that point. Joy Boy was the first ever pirate. Don't you think the first ever pirate created the Davy back fight? Don't you think it would be so cool if the first ever pirate was Davy Jones? Come on. And they nicknamed him Joy Boy. Joy Boy is not a name, it's a motif, it's a title. Okay? When Luffy shows up to Alabasta, when he shows up to Wano, is his name Joy Boy? Is it Mugiwara? Or is it Monkey D. Luffy? So I would argue that Davy Jones showed up to Dressrosa. He showed up to Wano. They didn't call him Davy Jones. They don't call him Monkey D. Luffy. They called him Joy Boy. They called him Monkey, or they call him Mugiwara.
Let him cook now.
So I would argue D stands for Davy. And when you have this idea, when you have this like caricature that Davy Jones was a bad guy, Davy Jones was a bad pirate, chat, look at One Piece. All of these narratives, all of this history that they are told on surface level are always bullshit. From the beginning, from the end of Alabasta, we saw how it was Luffy that took down Crocodile. And it was the world government who tried to create a story, who tried to create a narrative that it was Smoker who took down the world government. So if you're gonna sit here and say that Davy Jones is a bad guy and he's a bad pirate and he has a evil intent, he had evil ulterior motives, that is the world government speaking through you. That is the celestial dragons speaking through your vocal cords. And I think Davy Jones wasn't a bad guy. He was a good guy. Joy Boy wasn't a bad guy. He was a good guy. And what Lily did, being friends with Davy Jones, his nickname was Joy Boy. Kind of how like Princess Vivi is friends with Luffy and his nickname is Mugiwara. Lily said, you know what? You were the leader of the ancient kingdom. You were the one who created and manifested dreams. You were the one with the One Piece. Your name is Davy Jones. I'm going to call your followers the D-Clan. And shout out to L, guys, with the $5. Can we get some 07s? Let's drop some salutes for our boy. Drop some salutes for our boy, L. He said, Joy Boy's crew fought to get Davy back. And that's how the name for Davy back started. The crew failed, and that's why they keep saying, sorry, Joy Boy. Hey, you know what? That's a good take, man. That's a good take, because it's very important that there's all these characters apologizing to Joy Boy. We see Zunisha apologizing to Joy Boy. We see Emith apologizing to Joy Boy. Oda is clearly trying to build up to something. He's trying to build up to something. What are they apologizing about? Like, chat, this isn't just some one-off dialogue. This isn't just some random panel in the middle of the story. Like, no, this is an intentional piece of information. This is an intentional segment to the narrative. Why do they keep apologizing? Not only is it because they keep repeating this apology, that's one, but two, we're in the end game of One Piece. All of these little things are going to matter. But three, this is information connecting to Joy Boy. This is information connecting to Joy Boy. So if we have multiple characters that were friends with Joy Boy, that were Nakama with Joy Boy, that were in the alliance of Joy Boy, we have to question, why do they keep apologizing to Joy Boy? So as far as what you said, they fought to get Davy back, and that's how the name for Davy back started. The crew failed, and that's why they keep saying sorry. Shout out to L. That's a good take. That's a good take. I'm gonna have to think more on that, bro. I'm gonna have to think some more about that, L. Keep reminding me throughout these chapters, and we'll cook some more. Joy Boy, welcome in the chat, brother. Hikiko Mori, welcome back, bro. Lucas, welcome back. He has his own special salute. Y'all need to capitalize that O. Chat, do you guys want to capitalize the O in the salute? Joy Boy had a Davy back fight with his dream on the line and lost. Oh, that's a good one. Smokey said 007. Joy, because he is the opposite of the devils. Davy and Jones is the boy. Lucas says, I keep it original. I was putting some historical heat as to why D is demon. Oh yeah, bro, I'm sure there's many reasons why D would be demon. You know, there's all sorts of things you could do. You could say that D is for demon because the good guys are portrayed as demons and the bad guys are portrayed as good guys or portrayed as gods. You know, they had devil fruits. They might have created devil fruits. There's probably a million directions you could go with demon. And I don't think D for demon is a bad take. Like, I'll say that right now. I don't think D, like the D clan standing for demon, is a bad take. I don't think it's bad. But if you asked me what I thought, I think D for Davy is fire. I think that's the best take, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. What about Zebek? Is he good or bad? Hey, dude, you know what? I've been thinking about this for a long time. Yo, there might be a possibility. There might be a possibility that Rox D. Zebek, he takes inspiration from a certain person during the time of World War II. thou that shall not be named. Okay, you get where I'm going with this? He probably took some inspiration. Oda probably made him like that, and it was like Roxy Zebek was like, "Yo, you know what? Celestial Dragons, I don't like how you have a centralized bank in my kingdom. Okay, you're taxing my civilians. You destroyed our economy. Your bank is getting the fuck out of my country. We don't want you controlling our banks. Okay, you're bringing degeneracy throughout the declanned republic. Okay, you know what? You guys gotta dip. For the time being, you guys gotta leave. So the world government, you know, they took Roxy Zebek and they said, you know what? We're gonna paint you as a demon who tried to kill everybody. Hey, that's just my thoughts. There's a possibility. There's a possibility. And I was even thinking, like, what if the Oda did that with Joy Boy? Like, Joy Boy wanted his kingdom to thrive, and there were too many elites taking over his kingdom, and then you had history and mainstream media twist it all. Hey, chat, you never know. You never know, because a lot of these things are based off of truth, in fact, you know? I think Zebek started with good intentions but lost his way. Yeah, that's another route he could take. You know, there's all sorts of routes. He could have been a good guy that went astray. He could have been straight up evil the whole time. He could have been on his Stalin type beat, you know? But Roger and Garp, who are nice, fought Zebek. Yeah, but you know what? That could be because of a twisted narrative. Like, they could have gotten this false narrative from characters like the world government, from the mainstream news. Get this false idea of Roxy Zebek and fought against him. Honestly, that'd be more beautiful to me. That'd be more poetic to me. Have characters like Garp and Roger fight against Zebek because the world government twisted his motives and twisted his narrative. And then they realized that, oh shit, we fought against the wrong enemies. I think that's more interesting than Garp and Roger fighting against Zebek because Zebek was just straight up evil, you know? And I'm not saying that it's boring if that was how it happened, but I think, like, if it was the other case around where they fought Zebek and realized, like, oh shoot, we fought the wrong person, that would be that'd be pretty cool. That would give some more depth. But chat, let's continue with these spoilers, okay? Akainu contacts Egghead and Kizaru answers. Akainu accuses Kizaru of failing an Egghead, but Kizaru angrily responds with tears in his eyes. Have you ever killed your best friend? If you doubt me, come here and see for yourself. The scene then shifts to the Straw Hats, who are downcast because they believe they failed to rescue Vegapunk. However, Lilith wakes up and reassures them, revealing that they didn't fail because she is Vegapunk. The chapter ends with the Straw Hats celebrating with Lilith as they head towards Elbaf. In the final panel, a silhouette is shown drinking on the coast of Elbaf, saying, "Come."
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Drop your ratings, guys. Drop your ratings on these short summary spoilers. We have a poll at the top of the stream chat. Type down below what you rate these spoilers. Let me know what you guys think. There's a lot to unpack here. Greg said you get the small L in the spoilers, right? Are you talking about Lilith? Greg, are you talking about Lilith? Look, bro, this is gonna sound biased. You're gonna think I'm coping, Greg. But, like, it seems to me, since they took the books of Ohara to Elbaf, and Vegapunk was researching out the Void Century at Elbaf, Elbaf is gonna be the new home of Ohara. It's gonna be the new home of Punk Records. So I think Lilith, if she's truly Vegapunk, she's gonna be working and living at Elbaf. That's gonna be her new headquarters. They already have all the books of Ohara there. They have all the research of the Void Century at Elbaf. So I think if Lilith is going to say that she's Vegapunk, I don't think she should become a Nakama. I think that she should be living on Elbaf, helping them research, helping create Punk Records, re-establishing Punk Records, bringing back Stella as Siri, as Alexa. Let me know what you think, Greg. Lucas said, do you think the world government blackmailed Kizaru hardcore? Why else would he follow their orders without question, even killing his BFF? I feel like Kizaru's backstory is probably tragic. Hey, you know what? It might be the case where St. Charlos is Jeffrey Epstein. Look, bro, someone had to say it. Someone had to say it. St. Charlos is probably Jeffrey Epstein. He works as a character with all this money, all of this power, and he blackmails politicians. He blackmails the army, bro. So you had St. Charlos get blackmail on Akainu, blackmail on on Green Bull, blackmail on Kizaru. They probably have dirt on them. Blackmail on Dragon. But maybe that failed. So it might be the case that they got some plants within the world government, maybe even CP0, they got some dirt on people. Or like what Jordan said, Doflamingo would be the Epstein equivalent. Hey, they probably have dirt on them. So there's probably some dirt on Kizaru, and Kizaru's like, shit, bro. Yo, I'm on the Epstein flight logs. I cannot abandon the world government. I can't afford to do that. So I'm going to work alongside St. Charlos. I'm going to work alongside Saturn. I'm going to be on the same team as St. Figurlin Garling. They got some dirt on him. On some Epstein type shit.
Let him cook. Let him cook now.
Kai said, LMAO, I do not think Oda's going this deep, but the parallels are eerie. G-Bear, welcome into the chat. Hey guys, this is a question for every person watching. Who do you think the silhouette could be? I know my answer. I know my answer, chat. If you are watching the stream, drop your answer down below. Who do you think the guy in the end of the spoilers is? The silhouette drinking on the Costa El Baf saying come. Who do you think it is? I already thought about this before I started the stream. I believe it's going to be the man marked by flames.
Let him cook now.
Foxy the Silver Fox. I think it's going to be the man marked by flames, and I think the man marked by flames is Loki, okay? And if you guys want me to cook, on why I believe that Loki is the man marked by flames, let me know in chat, say yes, or if you don't want me to cook on that, say no. I wholeheartedly believe that the man marked by flames is Prince Loki, okay? So let me know. Do you guys want me to answer that? Do you want me to cook that? Or do you guys just say, F it, we don't need it? It is going to get crazy, Kai. All right, looks like you guys are saying yes. Jisoo, welcome in. You can find it on my Discord server. Any mods or anyone, if you could get a Discord invite link from my server and paste it into the stream chat, I would appreciate it. Jisoo, it's also all over Twitter. All right, chat, so let me explain the case as to why I believe that the man marked by flames is none other than Prince Loki, okay?
Let him cook. Let him cook now.
Let me see if I can actually find this one panel because it's very important. Give me 1 second, chat. Give me 1 second. I don't think I ever saved the chapter, but if someone, Greg, I know you're a One Piece connoisseur. I know you're a master. Greg, if you can help me find the chapter or help me find the panel, or anyone in the stream chat, if you guys can help me find the panel, it's in Whole Cake Island during Big Mom's flashback when she was a kid. She was fighting the big giants. There was this big explosion of fire. I think it was a double page. If you guys can help me find that panel, I would greatly appreciate it. Because I'm going to need that panel for my argument. During Whole Cake Island, we had Big Mom's flashback, and when she was fighting the giants as a child, there was a big fiery explosion. If you guys can help me find the chapter, I would greatly appreciate it. But so check it out, guys. Again, Prince Loki is going to be the man with the burn scar. Now, why? Why is the man with the burn scar the significant feature or figure that Oda's trying to build up? Why would he be Prince Loki? You're probably thinking that's not very exciting. That's very boring. We don't know anything about the man with the burn scar. We don't know anything about Prince Loki. Oh, Prince Loki's weak. He's boring. Who cares? You're probably thinking, like, why? Let me explain why. For several hundred chapters now, Oda has been building up the character of Prince Loki. Okay, let's establish that. That is a fact. You can't argue that. You can't debate that. Several hundred chapters, Oda has been building up Prince Loki. All the way from Thriller Bark. We're talking pre-time skip of One Piece. Over 500 chapters of building up Prince Loki. So he has to be a significant figure. That's one. Okay? Prince Loki is also the Prince of Elbaf. He's being stated and being characterized as the ruler of Elbaf. And Elbaf is going to be a significant island. It's going to be a significant arc of the One Piece saga. So that means Prince Loki is going to be very important. That's point 2. Point 3, again, I was just saying this a second ago. On Whole Cake Island, during Big Mom's flashback, when she was a child and she was fighting the giants there as a kid, Oda made a point, chat. I need you to listen clearly. Oda made a point to draw a double page of a big fiery explosion. He went out of his way to do this. You could go see it. Chapter 874, 886, or 866, 867, somewhere along that. There's a double page of a big fiery explosion. At that time, it was the winter solstice and Prince Loki. It was, if you look at the timeline of One Piece, it was around the time of Prince Loki being born and being a child, a baby, a toddler. So my argument is that when Prince Loki was a kid, there was a big fiery explosion because of Big Mom. And that's why Prince Loki would have a burn scar, because of that fiery explosion caused by Big Mom. Now, this would easily explain why Loki would have a burn scar. This would also be very cool for the readers because, again, it was several hundred chapters ago. It was several hundred chapters ago where we saw Big Mom cause this fiery explosion. So now if Prince Loki is revealed to be the man with the burn scar, which, by the way, his silhouette doesn't prove that. You can't tell. It's just a silhouette. That would show readers, oh, damn. Oda actually foreshadowed why he had the burn scar. Oda went out of his way in Big Mom's backstory to show that fiery explosion she made when Prince Loki was a child. Now, I want to tie this up. I want to tie this whole theory up now by saying that we have a parallel going on in One Piece, okay? I've stated this many times. I'm going to show you guys again. I'm gonna explain this parallel in case you guys don't know. There's a poneglyph parallel in One Piece, okay? And I posted this a very long time ago on Twitter, okay? I want you guys to take a look at this picture right here. I made this picture. I put my my watermark on it, okay? In the Paradise, the first half of the One Piece planet, we have a poneglyph high in the sky. We see that at Skypiea. This can parallel the last half of the One Piece planet, the New World, with the poneglyph being on top of Zunisha, on the top of the whale tree. That's high in the sky. That's a parallel. We have then in the first half of the One Piece planet, if you want to count Fishman Island, a poneglyph being underwater. This parallels a poneglyph in the New World being underwater in Wano. Thirdly, we have a poneglyph in the first half of the story, being in a vault underground in Alabasta, which would parallel a poneglyph being underground in a vault of Whole Cake Island. And my final argument, chat, is that the poneglyph under Ohara's tree is going to parallel the road poneglyph under Elbaf's tree. So if we want to wrap this all up and combine all of this together, my argument is that Prince Loki being the Prince of Elbaf, being the man with the burn scar because of Big Mom's fiery explosion, is the character with the final road poneglyph. So now there would be several hundred chapters of the story that have Prince Loki matter. Because, chat, I'm going to tell you right now, Prince Loki is not going to be a threat to Luffy. Luffy has Gear 5. Luffy has Nika mode. He can bend reality. He has the power of imagination. Oda's not going to take the route where Prince Loki is Kaido. He has to make Prince Loki matter somehow. So I would argue, and by the way, when I made this picture, this was before we learned that O'Hara moved their books to Elbaf. I made this way before that. So I would argue that when they brought the books to O'Hara, they mimicked O'Hara by having a poneglyph underneath the tree. And that road poneglyph was moved from Fishman Island to Elbaf. And that's why I would argue that Prince Loki, he's going to have the final road poneglyph. He's going to be a big threat in terms of, you know, getting to the Laugh Tale and getting to One Piece by having the road poneglyph. But then on top of that, having all of the giants on his side. Because if you want to argue that the only reason that Prince Loki is a threat because he has giants, it's like, okay, well, why? At least Big Mom, she has a threat with her pirate crew because she's trying to get to the One Piece. She had a road poneglyph. But like, what's the point of Prince Loki having no poneglyphs and then this army of giants? I believe he's going to use this army of giants to have or to protect this final road poneglyph, and it's going to parallel how O'Hara had a poneglyph under the tree. So with that being said, that's my full argument of Big Mom, or not Big Mom, of Prince Loki having the final road poneglyph. And chat, shout out to Greg. He came through and he posted the chapter. I'm gonna show you guys, okay? Let me get to chapter 866. Let's look on Viz, okay? Look at this, chat. What do you see right here, chat? What do you see right here? What do you see right here? Tell me what you see. Not only during this chapter and the chapter after, they literally talk about a sun god in Elbaf, and I wonder why no one mentions that. But look at what Big Mom caused. She caused a grand explosion. She caused a grand fire on Elbaf. So my argument is that this matches the timeline of when Prince Loki was a child. This is why Prince Loki is going to be the man with the burn scar. He's the man with the burn scar, being the prince of Elbaf, being the king of Elbaf, having the final road poneglyph of One Piece. That's my argument as to why Prince Loki is the man with the burn scar. And you guys could tell me gas or trash. If you think it's gas, let me know. If you think it's trash, let me know. But that's my take. I hope you guys like it. I think it's sound. You have multiple pieces of foreshadowing. You have the reasoning. And shout out to L with the 2. Thank you so much, bro. L said, what if Lola rejected Loki because of the scar? Hey, you know what? That'd be another good foreshadowing technique. Because, like, you have to look at this, L. Oda wants us to be excited. He wants us to be hyped regarding the man with the burn scar. So if he's going to give us details that he has a burn scar, that he might have the final road poneglyph, he knows us One Piece fans are going to look into those details. He knows that we're going to make theories. Oda literally shouted out Uteron, a One Piece YouTuber, a One Piece theorist. Oda literally said that he watches One Piece theories, Japanese One Piece theories on YouTube. Chat, Oda is self-aware. We need people to understand this. Oda is self-aware. So if he ends Wano, we're not even talking Orange Town. Well, if Oda ends Wano and he starts hyping up this new character regarding the man with the burn scar, and he's going to give us details that they might be affiliated with the world government, they probably have a burn scar, they have the final road poneglyph, they sail on a black ship. Oda knows we're going to be looking into that. He knows we're going to be searching. He knows we're going to look for the foreshadowing, the parallels, the inversions. He knows we're going to be cooking. So that's why I presented my argument in the way that I did as to why Prince Loki is the man with the burn scar. You have the fiery explosion from Big Mom. You have Prince Loki being foreshadowed and hyped up for several hundred chapters. For God's sake, he's literally the Prince of Elbaf. You have the parallel of poneglyphs between the first half of the story to the last half. I think Prince Loki's the man with the burn scar. I'm confused as to how Loki would be able to create whirlpools. So here's my thing. I don't think the man with the burn scar is going to have a perfect foreshadowing or a perfect link to all the details. So I will bet any amount of money right now, no matter who the man with the burn scar is, at least one of those details that Oda wrote at the end of Wano isn't going to have been foreshadowed. At least one of them. I'll bet any amount of money. I've went through One Piece. Look at this. You see this, chat? All these One Piece physical volumes. I've went through One Piece back and like front and back so many times. There are so many times where Oda had a grand reveal about someone or something, and not all the foreshadowing was presented in a clear, concise way. So maybe that's one of them. Maybe he creates whirlpools because of his devil fruit. Maybe he creates whirlpools because of his ship. Maybe he creates whirlpools because of his technology. You know, there might be a reason for that. My only question is why the Prince of Elbaf would be sailing around in a black ship. Hey, man, like every prince and king has their own ship. Look, Kaido had his own beast pirate ship. Big Mom had her own Big Mom pirate ship. Luffy has his own ship. Like, look at Big Mom. She had Whole Cake Island, but yet she still had her own ship, and she sailed on her own ship. Whitebeard had the land of Sphinx. Whitebeard had his own ship. So as far as it being a black ship, I don't really think that counteracts being a prince or being a king. It's just a choice of design, you know? No, it's definitely true about the whirlpools. No way it's Loki. Stop the cap. So why is it not Loki? Because of whirlpools. Because you're just saying it's not Loki and it's true about whirlpools. Like, what are you saying? Because you're just saying, no, it's not Loki. Well, why? I don't even think there's many characters in One Piece that could create a whirlpool in the first place. You could count them on one hand. Chat, name all the characters in One Piece that could create whirlpools. And I bet you more than half of them don't even fit the man with the burn scar in the first place. The argument Loki is a baby when Big Mom is in Elbaf is bad because he wanted to marry Lola. It's Big Mom's kid. Okay, but how is that a bad argument? Like, I'm not really understanding. Like, you don't have to agree. You don't have to agree. You could believe whatever you want. But I don't understand how that's a bad argument, because if Big Mom caused the fire when Loki was a baby, he didn't try to become the wife or the husband of Lola when that happened. Time passed by, right? You understand that, right? Like, when Big Mom created that fire, that's not when Lola wanted to have a baby. And that would make a Big Mom older than Prince Loki. Because if you look at the timeline, Loki would have been born around the time of the fire explosion. And I think Big Mom at that time was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. She was at least like 10 years, a decade older than Loki. At least. So with that being said, like, the timeline matches perfectly. Loki was born in the castle, not the Elbaf village, so he wasn't there when it was destroyed. When did it say that? When did he say that he was born in the castle? They said he was born in the castle? When the hell was that? Emulsify, welcome back, bro. Appreciate you, Leon. Bro, I just joined the live, but I think it's Dragon's ship because we saw him in the manga, the only black ship. His ship was even called the... can even control the weather. His ship can control the weather? When was that? Chapter 866. Wait, so it said in 866 that Loki was born in what page? What page was it on 866? It will be a parallel to Hancock. Also, we know Elbaf is a parallel to Amazon Lily. There will be tests on the island. Yeah, I like that idea of there being tests for the giants. So you said they claimed Loki was born in a castle? What page? We celebrate the recent birth of Prince Loki at the castle. You know what? So if he was, so they said we celebrate the recent birth of Loki at the castle. They're saying he was recently born at the castle, but that doesn't mean he stays there at all times. And also, how do we not know that the fire didn't reach the castle? That's another thing. It looks like to me this whole fucking island caught on fire, you know? This whole island caught on fire. I don't think it's only the buildings and it's only the villages. You know, the argument that the fire reached Loki, like, that's not really a reach. Like, look, Oda put a big ass panel showing this huge fire on Elbaf, you know? Emulsify said it's Dragon 100%. Emulsify, you'll probably like my video. Go on YouTube, type in my name, and type in the Burned Scar Men. Go look at that, the Burned Scar Men. So in that video, I talk about why the Burned Scar Man is actually men, and that's why there's all these conflicting details. There's a burn scar, they have a black ship, they create whirlpools. Maybe there's a possibility that they think it's one person, but in reality, it's a group of people, and it's Burned Scar Men because it's the Revolutionary Army. I go into much more detail in that video. Again, go type in my name, then type in Burned Scar Men. You'll probably like that video. But chat, I thank you all for being here. Any last questions, let me know. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell if you haven't already so you guys can be pinged when I drop videos, streams, and posts. We'll be live again, most likely for the long summary. We'll definitely be live for the chapter. I thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate you guys typing in chat, super chatting. The memberships, you know, everything that you guys do, I greatly appreciate it. Again, we'll be here for the long summary, we'll be here for the chapter reaction, and stay on the lookout, guys. Stay on the lookout. I'm hoping for some good content from One Piece soon. Unfortunately, guys, we're getting a break after this chapter. Okay, we're getting a break after this chapter. Break next week. Very heartbreaking break next week. But I love you all, chat. I hope everyone has a nice morning, day, or night wherever you guys are. Chat, make sure you're drinking lots of water. Chat, make sure to go outside, get sunlight for at least 10 minutes. At least 10 minutes if you can. I got to be more consistent on that. I'm not going to lie. You know, when you're outside, chat, and you get sunlight, you get the natural chemical reaction of vitamin D that vitamin D pills and multivitamin pills can't replicate. Like all these multivitamin pills, they don't do the same exact effects as the natural chemical reaction on your skin when you get sunlight. So chat, get some sunlight, get some protein, start eating some chicken, start eating some red meats, start getting some fruits. They're very rich in vitamins. They're very rich in antioxidants. Go eat some blackberries, go eat some blueberries, go eat some strawberries. Try to mix up your diet, chat. Get some sleep, chat. Sleep is king. Sleep is number one, chat. Always take care of yourselves. You guys know I love you and appreciate you. I wish the best for you guys. And well, I'll be seeing you guys soon, man. Jody Smith said if Loki had the last poneglyph, then Shanks would know about it. If it's Dragon, then no one would know because he's so elusive. So here's the thing, right? Oda could easily bridge a friendship between Loki and Shanks because Big Mom and Shanks, they're not really friends anyways, you know? And Shanks already has an established relationship with Elbaf. So if Prince Loki is the king of Elbaf and Elbaf loves Shanks, there's an easy connection between Loki and Shanks. So Shanks could have went to Fishman Island. He could have brought that red poneglyph from Fishman Island to Elbaf, and boom, he connected the two. You know, I think that's a very simple connection. But eat raw steak, yo, raw steak, that's crazy. Shouldn't you be cooking it a little bit, bro? Shouldn't you be grilling it? All right, chat, with that being said, I love you all, chat. Have a nice morning, day, or night wherever you guys are. You guys are amazing. You guys are appreciated. As I said before, support me on my new platform where I'm posting Christian content, aliens, JQJP, rap, conspiracy theories, all that good stuff. I love you all, chat. Have a nice morning, day, or night wherever you guys are. Keep your head up, chat, and never give up on your goals. Take some inspiration. Take some notes from One Piece. Always continue your drive. Never let anyone hinder you. Never let any obstacle, any problem, any issue hinder you, chat, you can overcome your obstacles. If you want to be a content creator, start little by little, do some research, write some video titles down, practice with thumbnails, just do little by little, and you're going to be more influenced. You're going to be more motivated to do more. It's the snowball effect. Just find something small to do. Clean your room. Just clean one small part of your room. It'll make you feel better. You'll get those endorphins and the dopamine hit because of the reward system in your body. So chat, just take life one step at a time. Never give up. Know that Jesus Christ is with you. However you want to connect to the divine, I support it, unless it's through evil agendas. That I don't support, but find your own unique connection to God. And if you want some advice from me, I would go with Jesus Christ, because that's my Lord and Savior. All right, chat, so I love you all.